Hello and welcome back to yet another MPI video. This one is a continuation of my previous video that I made quite some time ago regarding Legends Arceus. A short recap of the video. Previously I've covered some of the hints that are related to present characters such as Clay with Liam, Marley with Mai, Kamado with Professor Rowan, and Arezu with Mars. But with the latest trailer that came out in Japan, we have uncovered some new links, some which might be more obvious than others, but links nonetheless. So let us begin. Firstly, we can see that the clothing vendor shares very similar traits to Darak. And the name of the vendor is Sharon, which is kind of a non-Hisuian name. I don't know whether that's just me, but I guess it comes from all over the world, so maybe? But it does bring the question, could other Frontier Brains share in a spotlight here? Because truth be told, Darak, thanks to his connection to Caitlyn, has a stronger connection to the franchise, as he's otherwise rarely mentioned, along with the other Frontier Brains, except... but that's kind of different. Well, that's just for another video, I guess. But yeah, it kind of makes sense that he would be featured, since he's the most prominent among the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum Frontier Brains. Next up, we can see the items vendor, Taisai, shares very similar traits to Sharon, which ironically sounds like the Japanese name for Darak's ancestor, but whatever. Going back on track, it is a rather fitting ancestor for Sharon due to his love of money, as we could see in Platinum, where he tried to use the Magma Stone for himself and was disappointed in Cyrus for attempting to, in his own words, destroy his own creation for his ludicrous vision. Next up is something rather curious. It's not really it's not so much a link to a character or anything, but somewhere along the line, Rowan's family, who seems to be in quite a prominent position within the city and in Team Galactic, or Galactic Team I guess, because it's the old one, he took on the role of research, because now it's Rowan himself who is leading research, and we don't have any clues on the Leventon family, but for some reason, Leventon is nowhere to be found. Like, not exactly part of the research family. I mean, it is done in a way that's, it is a prequel that was made way after Diamond Pearl, but at the same time, that's a loose end that they have to tie up somehow. But could it be that that professor is actually rather... It could be a big bad, and then in the end, after we defeat him and that spot becomes empty, it's up to Kamado to take on the mantle of research to find out more about the region, and then it leads up all the way to Professor Rowan today. But this is all just speculation. And one more thing, also rather curiously, despite the apparent lack of technology, it seems they have a smartphone, an Arceus-based smartphone, which is kind of odd. It's kind of interesting. I don't know where that's coming from. Next, this one is, I'd say a little looser. It's very clear that there's a connection there, but for some reason they're not outright. Well, let's just cut to the chase. The next link is Jinta, or Ginter, I'm not sure how they pronounce it, but it's basically, he's the head of the Jinko Guild and shares the same unenthusiastic trait with Wagner, as well as a similar hairstyle and a similar stance in the official art. Both of them are just like sitting on a chair or sitting on something with a very unenthusiastic and unenergetic face with their hands together. Both of them perhaps are, competent at their job without being able to find their stimulus in life. So we might see Ginter grow more animated and motivated as the story progresses, perhaps awakening to the joys of Pokemon battle? Who knows? It seems that our current Wagner is quite a battle maniac, so maybe it runs in the family. And lastly, it's the Galaxy Team logo. Now, it's kind of obvious that Team Galactic and the Galaxy Team were the same entity once, or at least the Team Galactic logo was based on the Galaxy Team's logo. But this time it seems to have some additional bits, which just seems to be letters in English, A and J respectively, on the top right and the bottom left. What could this mean, and why did its logo change to just the G? So the A could stand for Arceus or something, but J, it's kinda... I don't know any Pokemon starts with J, but perhaps you can leave down in the comments what you think is the reason for this change, what you think the A and J are, and how it could impact the story. Well, this is just about it for the current amount of things we know about Legends Arceus. And I can't wait to play the game. I might do a review, I might not. Depends on whether I can actually capture the gameplay. But either way, like, comment, subscribe and all that. Look forward to more content. If you like it, if you disagree with what I've said, then feel free to comment too. Personally, I think I'm right because all of these traits are quite substantial. The links are there. If they toss me a curveball, I'll be pretty sad, but then that's just the way it is. Anyway, see ya!